Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes, yeah. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes. You know I like them long hair, thick and girls. A pretty brown skin with the shape of a little two-step, got them quivering. Got caught up on the way like a fisherman. I gotta speed my mind cause this life is short. Hey baby girl, why ain't gonna back it up? And put the thing on me like a spatula. And if you throw it on me, then I'm catching ya. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes, yeah. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes. I said, who am I? That young sex symbol. Love your wine, that bad thing killing. Girl, you're kinda special from the things that you do. If you got a minute, girl, I leave by the noon. Girl, I love the way the things sit in them pants. Walk up right behind it, turn the key, hit the gas. Love the way you show up when the camera's in action. Them girls be steady hating cause your spirit's attractive. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes, yeah. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes, yeah. Shake, 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 yeah, yeah. She moving so fast like a snake, yeah, yeah. She moving like Shakira, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She moving all gas, no brakes. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Peep Game, this is SKYZOO Skyzoo, live out the borough, and you are now listening to the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. Let's get it, baby.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. Stay in front of the mic, my guy. Stay in front of the mic. We just heard my man, Mr. Narly with Shake. Shouts out to Mr. Narly. Yeah, man. What he said? I think that boy doing shows, definitely. He definitely doing shows. I think he also got another commercial. He posted up in another commercial. So yeah. Man, get that money. Get that money before your governor totally destroys the Orange County, whole Orange County economy down there. Anywho, welcome to episode 210 of the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. A podcast. Sound like a whole podcast right now. I'm just run it back. Run it back. Run it back. I'm sleepy. Anyway, tonight's guest, had to switch it up, man. Had to switch it up. I think I've been giving y'all heavy hip hop hitters throughout all of 2023. So we're gonna flip it, give you some alternative R&B vibes with none other than Kanise, King Kanise. She'll be gracing us with her presence in about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how much I want to run my mouth about the Met Gala. I know. Slow hip hop week. Slow hip hop week. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the Met Gala. Plus, I'm on my fancy, on my Cabernet Sauvignon. My wife Felicia is impressed right now. My Cabernet Sauvignon. And if you stay tuned, you know why I am steadily sipping on this Cabernet Sauvignon. Is that French? Let me know, Fee. Is that French? Am I on my French? Oui. Buns, and all that other good shit. Boy, I got to. For those in podcast land, I got to. This is champagne, hourglass wine, hourglass glass. You know what I'm saying? You got the glass with the BBL. Look at that. They say wine is good for the heart. Yeah. Wine is good for the heart. Anyway, I'm sipping on that. If you want to know why I'm sipping on Cabernet Sauvignon, why I keep repeating it, just stay tuned. And honestly, if you're here for our guest, you already know. You're like, oh, this guy's corny. I knew he was an old guy, but I didn't know he was corny too. Joke's on you. Oops. Sorry to disappoint you. What else we got, man? We got comments. What? My boy JC in the building with jokes. Was at peace drinking during the show. Buckle up. Hey, man. You know what you do to get the vibes right. I got to do what I do to get the vibes right. And speaking of JC, of course, anybody who know anything about Cabernet Sauvignon comes from the grapes of wrath, the grapes of California, the grapes of California. And if you study literature, you know I made that connection on some wild shit. You're like, whoa, this nigga is educated. I am, nigga. A mouse and men, nigga. What you mean? I know, I read. I have read. I can't think of the author name for nothing, though, while I'm talking shit. Steinbeck, am I right? Just naming books, A Mouse and Men. You watched the movie. Actually, I didn't. I had to read the Grease around. No movie. Nigga. It was 95, nigga. What you thought? White says her favorite wine. But you know what? She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Cause we got this wine we got like 5 bottles in here that I did not know. I thought we just had liquor. I was like, all right, we got some what's my joint? We got some, I can't think of my joint because the wine got me thinking about wine. Yeah, look and see. My Crown Royal. What Jill Scott at? Crown Royal on ice. Yo. I'm maybe saying wine is my version of liquor. Oh, for real though. Because you know, that's the case. I may have to lick her. If you on that lick, if that's your liquor, you have to lick her. I said that in front of your daddy too. Oh boy, wild boy. I told y'all, it's either this or we talk about the Met Gala. What you want? What you want? Man, JC said, boom, 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 fluids. Am I new to this? Bro, I ain't know about no Cabernet Sauvignon. Or whatever that shit called. Remember that. Pin that. Oh. What am I missing? I got the Crown Royal. I'd be on the Crown. Y'all know I'd be on that Crown. I'd be on that brown. We got some vodka over there too. You know what I'm saying? I know we got some what they call it? What's the joint? Chicks like to drink Moscato. Remember Moscato was hot back in 2010? So that's my cousin Nisha. That's the only reason I didn't even knew about Moscato. Because she would post about it. What was it? Was it who was drinking it? Was it Carrie? What's the little Sex in the City ladies? Now they got a new show with all black people. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me. Sauvignon, not Savion, not Savion. You know what? You're right. JC is right. Drake had. I can't say hoes because I'm with my cousin, and she ain't one. I'll fight y'all for that. Yeah, Drake had all the women drinking Moscato. Yo. He did. It was Drake. Drake had. I remember now. Thank you, JC. JC remembers when y'all girls was out here drinking Moscato because Drake said it. I started drinking it too because I was trying to get it in. Cabernet Sauvignon. How many kids named after that? Yo, didn't we used to have a joint in Tallahassee called Cabernet? I remember that. Now it's a island seafood place now. They got shot up. They're going to hate me for that. That's bad publicity. But yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, Drake had y'all on that Moscato. Drake had y'all on that Moscato, boy. They was on it strong. On Monroe. It was on Monroe Street. But Island Seafood at now. Cabernet. You know why I know? You know why JC know? Because we was on Monroe being some Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Once you go home with a smell on them, they ain't gonna know. Man, JC, the Thursday night vibes at that spot. What I tell you, boy? 09 to 2011, boy. 09 to 2011. We was out here for real. We was grown. It's all right, you know, freshman in college, you think you're grown. I'm going to this little, man, it's a house party, dog. No, add 10 more years. 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah. Yo, Fiya gotta relax. I ain't need you to be out there, baby. You gotta chill. You're a good girl. My baby said, I was out there too. Nah. You went out there, baby. Chill. We're gonna erase that. Pat, edit that. I'm joking. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no dude trying to give me a hookup on something because he used to dance up on my baby in the club, bro. I don't know you like that, dog. Cabernet Sauvignon. What you gonna do about your C in chemistry? What you gonna do about that? Sauvignon. I know y'all like that boy on that wine. And I am. Look at that. What? I don't even like it like that. It's weird. It's kind of sweet. Pause. But to the window, to the wall, I'm about to be up. It's Cabernet Sauvignon. All these ball. All skeet. About to skeet. Wait, this thing ain't going. I'm on my baby favorite drink. My baby said this is her favorite drink. This is her liquor. I know why. It kind of tastes like Let me stop. Met Gala, man. Let's talk about the Met Gala. Because apparently a lot of hip hoppers like to dress up and be cute. And honestly, it kind of fit because Kanise is like to dress up and she cute. Don't get it twisted. A and B, my old fat old man. That being said, I can compliment my guests and don't mean I'm trying to do anything. Just put that out there. All you idiots. But the girl look good. It is what it is. You see the thumbnail. Anyway, man. So what about the Met Gala? E? First of all, first thing I saw was Lil Baby. Apparently, I don't know if he was on a date with Megan Thee Stallion. It looked platonic. It didn't look like they were there together romantically. As opposed to some people, Puffy, Young Miami, weirdos. I want to piss on you. Anyway, but yo, the baby look is so lost, yo. I ain't gonna front. It was kind of cute. And they're like, how you gonna call that grown man cute? It was cute, dog. Like for real. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like, you know how you go to a house party on like the different side of town and you don't know nobody, but like your home girl. So you just like at her hip because you like, yo, I don't know nobody in this motherfucker. I don't want nobody bothering me. Ain't trying to make no wrong moves. That was the little baby. Like he looked like a little baby. He was just like eyes wide open, wet behind the ears, just and Megan just in the room, working the room, you know, doing her Houston thing. Little baby was just looking around like, y'all weird, bro. Well, my man was cute with it. It was funny, man. So I think that what else? Like I mentioned before, Puffy pulled up with Young Miami. Now apparently just last week she posted something on IG talking about she's super single and ain't nothing going down or going on, whatever that was. But she pulled up with Puff. There was some interview, I guess, with Lala. I guess she ain't getting no more power money, so she going back to interviewing people. And I wasn't interviewing money. Anyway, and she's like, what's going on? Are y'all super together? And it was like, yeah, no, we chilling. At the Met Gala, I'm like, okay. All right. Anywho, right. See, look at Fee doing her research. How you know that? How you know that? Stay off XXL. Stay off Hip Hop DX. What you know about? Talking about Puffy said y'all love titles. You damn right, nigga. Yeah. Sign the paper. Unlike people that sign papers with you, you see what happened with that, Puffy. Huh? Maybe Young Miami smarter than y'all think. Maybe it's her. Maybe anybody sign papers with Puffy mysteriously. Child. So y'all love titles. Like, come on, dog. Just saying. He said, LOL, well, looking at the Met Gala attires, is her fave. Shut up, my baby. I know my fave. I think you're in trouble for this one. I know my favorite attire was. Shouts out to Janelle Monáe. Hey. Shouts out to Janelle Monáe. Now, before y'all go look it up, they may want to pause the podcast. You don't want to pause this. because it ain't nothing plausible. Well, it may be plausible for Felicia, but you want to pause the podcast, pause the video, do your Googles. Google Janelle Monáe Met Gala 2023. Now, at first, you can be like, nigga, it's like an egg. Like a whole egg. You crazy? It's like Humpty Dumpty. Wait for it. Wait for it. Because she take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. What was it? Oh man, I messed up the UGK song. I messed it up. Anyway, man, she's like a balloon. She's like Mary Poppins coming down to was it Mary Poppins? What was the girl from Peter Pan? Oh, they float down, her dress like kind of wide open. She kind of float down. Look like that, right? But then she got these two homies with her, and they like take off the outer like level of layers and see through. She got nothing but bra and panties on. But hey, don't sleep. Don't sleep on Janelle. Don't sleep. He said it was a nod to the Wiz. It was a nod on his. Wearing that, I know she can nod on. See, God don't like ugly. Playing in front of my wife. Ain't got. Let me drink this water. Let me drink this water. I gotta. Boy, getting too ratchet. She said I'm in the doghouse. What Cole at? Cole. You gotta make room for me, my boy. I'm messed up. She can nod on something. Anyway, he said Lil Nas X lives up to his name. Just kid. Oh, I bet. I ain't mad at Lil Nas X. Man, speaking of Lil Nas X, we can move on. That's all I got. I was surprised Dr. Dre was there. That was cool. His goatee kind of looked like mine. Ain't got his money though. Speaking of Dr. Dre, let's get into this. We got some hateration. Got some hateration. And don't get it twisted. Since I'm sitting here talking smack about Janelle Monáe, apparently my wife was probably looking extra hard at Andre Young. Hey, my man looking sharp. I can't even front. If I could pull it off the Andre Young, I would. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get in the gym, put 200-300 on my back. I got the keys to the gym. Give me an address. Meet me somewhere. You sound like me. But yeah, man. So Suge want to hate again, West Coast. Suge want to hate talking about Dre didn't produce Doggy Style or California Love. Now, granted, we do know Dre has not even ghost producers. We know he got a team of producers, and you know he ain't hitting every note. Okay, we know what is it? Still DRE. We know them keys was hit by Scott Storch. We know that. We know a lot of them Doggy Style sessions involved work from Daz. We know that. So I don't know what Suge getting from that, but Daz came out and cleared that up. It was just like, hey, bro, he capped. Granted, Daz looked as like he was sipping on this Cabernet Sauvignon too. or at least the weed equivalent of it. But but he was like, man, Suge Cap, he know Snoop got the papers, and Snoop can see what the hell was going on, so he trying to throw some dirt for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, and Daz ain't holding this tongue for nobody. But he was like, yeah, nah, bro, that's Cap. Should shut the fuck up. I want to say he literally said that. No, you said y'all should beat his ass. I guess he was calling out the people in prison, like, beat that nigga ass, talking shit. Speaking of talking shit, Jack Harlow dropped a surprise album. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to it. Unfortunately, I heard about it. I was like, oh, but apparently there was some controversy because he had a line. Anybody said anything else about this album but this one line? He had a line in which he proclaims that he's the second best white rapper. Yo. And what's crazy is people was going off like so this white boy gonna act like Paul Wall don't exist, like LP don't exist. Now of course we know who is number one white rapper. We can presume that's that right. We can assume that he meant Eminem as being the first, but he's the second. But yeah, like he got so busy, he got so active that Paul Wall was trending on Twitter. Like people was like, nah, bro. So to get to my source, of course, vibes. That's my man's source. My man's props. Still doing this thing on TikTok. You need to check it out. Source, of course, on TikTok. Yo, man. Yo, let me know. Who is the second best white rapper? Assuming that Eminem has the top spot. Now, if Eminem is not your top 5 white rappers, okay. You crazy. But what other white rapper? If you like, you can like any white rapper except Eminem. Can't pick Eminem. Any other white rapper. What white rapper would that be? That's a good question for me. I ain't gonna front because you got NF, who apparently, according to some list that was put out, NF had the second biggest Spotify opening day of 2023. Shouts out to him. He's a gospel rapper, but he's not a gospel rapper. I know I went a whole rant about NF probably like 3 months ago. He's a gospel rapper, but he's not a gospel rapper. He's a mini Eminem, but he's not a mini Eminem. What is he? Who is NF? From Michigan. But apparently, number one, the biggest Spotify opener, of 2023 was the artist Yeet. Ain't that an AI rapper? No one under 30s listened to me, so I'll take that back. I'm sorry. No one under 18 listens to me, so I got jokes about Yeet, and I don't have to worry about some fan base coming after me. I'm good. I'm Gucci. We got Kanise in the green room. And what she's gonna realize the problems she's caused. She's causing problems before she even got here. Matter of fact, Mr. Harlow. No, this was funny. I didn't even notice this. So, according to Hip Hop All Day, the biggest Spotify opening days of 2023, the top 5 are Yeet, NF, Trippie Redd, Tyler the Creator, which is really, he just dropped the deluxe joint, and then Jack Harlow. So the question, well, maybe that's what he meant. Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe we assume when he said I'm the second best white rapper that he was talking about Eminem. Well, perhaps he is the second best white rapper according to these numbers in Spotify, because the number one white rapper is NF. Amazing. Jack Harlow is amazing. To finish the list, you got Don Toliver, NBA Youngboy, Key Lock, Logic. Is Logic in that? This cut? Never mind. Sounds like the rest. NBA Youngboy again with Lost Files, Ray Shermer, Ice Spice. Is Ice Spice or white? Anyway, JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Sounds like Detroit. French I'm silent for a reason. The fuck? French Montana and Summers with no E. Just look them up. I've heard of Summers. I don't know their music. I've seen the name like recently. So I saw their name and I wanted to check it out and I just never got around to it. Everybody else I know on that list. Even Yeet. Oh man. Before we get out of here, fuck you, Joe Budden, and fuck you, Nori. I've been doing podcasts longer than both of you niggas. Stop talking shit. You made your money. That's cool. I've been doing podcasting longer than both of you motherfuckers, so there's that. Cameron, do your thing, my boy. Cheers. Anywho, enough of the shenanigans, as my man JC would say. We're gonna get into this next track, and then we're gonna bring the artist of the night, of the day, queen of the night, Whitney. Oh, that was horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I was trying to get my Whitney on. 80s Whitney was undefeated. Say it again. 80s, not Wheaties, 80s, 80. Whitney, undefeated. Sorry, Mariah. Sorry. Had the 90s, but the 80s, bruh, Clyde Davis. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, I'm with y'all with his Mind, Body, and Soul. Not Aretha Franklin, unfortunately. But fortunately, it is my man Bobby J from Rockaway featuring my man Mike, Fiya, and my man Neek on the beat. It's Mind, Body, and Soul, and come back with the artist of the hour. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby?
Look, I got something for your mind, your body, your soul. I'm not in control with the flow, Remember that common shit back in the day, like die, yeah. You better use your common sense. I'm bleeding confidence, speaking in stream of consciousness. Keep your comments unless you intended on leaving compliments. You ain't even in my league, man, we've been opposites. He's synonymous with beating odds. I just hit the booth and breathe inside of it so I can see how hot it gets. And fanfare the louder, you can keep a lot of it. I wanna talk on beats that walk the streets and be anonymous. And if I'm being honest, you should probably fix your posture, partner, or I promise your next project will be posthumous. It feel like D&D, MPC 60, prime primo popping in a floppy disk whenever Bobby spits. It's obvious I'm steady evolving like I found the 2001 Space Odyssey obelisk. They hold a monolith. I'm hungry like a hippopotamus and sipping bottles like they're bottomless. I spit the hottest shit. I can feel the fly. Mind, your body, your soul. I'm out of control. If you don't feel the fly, don't stop.
God damn, this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard was Mind, Body, and Soul. My man Bobby J from Rockaway. And God damn, I forgot. Dude. Hey, Bobby J, my bad, bro. My bad. You did that. Yo, Neek, holla at your boy. Anyway, without further ado, man, we got the artist King Kanise in the building.
What's up? Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
Got me toe up, girl.
There better be some Cabernet you drinking.
What you thought?
Drink some for me. I had a migraine last night, so it's Dr. Pepper for me. Like,
what you thought?
Okay.
What you
I
thought?
got the liver tea.
What you thought?
Yes, to freedom.
Boy, that Dame Dash.
Yeah.
I'm finna hit this big bottle drop. That's a big old bottle. I'm gonna go to the gym with that one. In my back. God. That's wino material. Anyway. Yo, we got Kanise in the building, man. Sorry about the hangover, man.
It's okay. You know, it's expected with the territory when you have a song that comes out about like literally named after a wine. You're gonna have a hangover for like a week straight.
Yeah, because the host is gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna feel this already.
We're here. I support it. We don't support alcoholism unless my song is involved.
There we go. That's it. Just give it 5 minutes, vibe with the song, and then let it go. Yo, you know what's crazy? There's two things. If you guys don't know out there in podcast land, so Kanise has a song called Cabernet Sauvignon, and apparently, two things. Apparently, it's my wife's favorite choice of spirit.
A woman of taste. A woman of yes.
Apparently, I wasn't aware of this. So 3 years in this thing, actually 4, and apparently I'm fucking up.
Oh man!
But what's crazy is, so it turned out. Apparently, we got like 5 bottles of this wine. She was giving me clues the whole time. I didn't know.
In the house.
Because I'm a liquor type. I'm about the brown.
Believe it or not, me too. When I'm not drinking Cabernet, I'm not a big wine person. Cabernet is my favorite wine, but usually I'm like a Casamigos type. But
I gotta check that. I know it's been the vibe lately.
Yeah,
that's the new Moscato.
It is. It's trendy, but I love it.
Don't worry about it. Your big sister or your young aunties, they was on it in 2010. Trust me.
Oh, Moscato.
I remember.
I remember seeing my cousins. My older cousins. I'm the baby of the older cousins, and they was on some Moscato. They had some Moscato nights. I had Juicy Juice, but they had
yeah, you got this one. We gonna drink the big kids drink.
Yeah, take
it.
But no,
it was crazy. So apparently, got this bottle. I knew I had this bottle. I think I got it last Valentine's, not like Valentine's 2022.
Oh.
And of course, they have our picture.
Oh, that's nice.
From our engagement.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
It says the wine you're with, better together, established October 16th, 2020, which was the day we got married. Aww. But what I didn't know was that it is, I don't know if the lights too bright, but it's Cabernet Sauvignon.
Hey, look at that. That is really cool. That's so cool.
Look at God.
Look at God
work in mysterious ways.
Full circle.
Well, right, exactly. So apparently, your new song is going to be at least her theme song. At least when she ready to go.
That makes me happy. That's so cool.
When she ready to go, she gonna start putting that on. Oh, that's what you on? You playing that Kanise?
Exactly. I really wanted it, and I'm glad like she said that, because it's like I really wanted it to kind of be an anthem, because the song is really just about chilling and self-care, but it's also like something you can dance to. It's fancy. Like I want it to be like used for a lot of reasons. And it started as a joke. I was in the studio with my producer, and I realized I've been pronouncing Cabernet Sauvignon wrong my entire life. It's Sauvignon. It's Sauvignon.
I started out. Matter of fact, it was funny. I had used my journalism skills and put the phonetic. That right?
Phonetic.
The phonetic. Thank you. See, that's a problem. I try to tell people I graduated with a newspaper journalism degree.
Oh,
not broadcast. So I don't know why in the hell I do podcasting, I do radio. I don't know why. Because I mean,
it was the next step. That's the next step, you know.
Kanise, your uncle. Your uncle can't talk, so.
My uncle got both of us put together, probably.
I can't. So I was like, all right, let me be a journalist. So I typed it out, Cabernet Sauvignon. But then only for my wife to text me and be like, it's Sauvignon. Like,
yeah. And that's why I said in the song, whatever that shit's called, that's what I'm on. Like, okay. Like, because it's like, I don't know anyone that can pronounce it, including myself.
Wife can. My wife, Alicia, can. She can pronounce it.
I love it.
What she said? She said Cabernet is fire.
Well.
I'm still on that Wish You Well, love it.
Oh, that's the first song I ever wrote. Wish You Well is the first song I ever wrote and put out. Like, it's actually a crazy story. So, like, New Year's 2018, I had the song and I was just kind of sitting on it. I wasn't confident enough to release music. And I got hit by a semi-truck. Yeah.
Wait, what? Can't be saying that when I'm sipping.
I was at a red light. I was at a red light and I got hit by a semi-truck on New Year's Day. And so went to the hospital for whiplash, realized like life is too short, and literally like logged into TuneCore and released the song in the hospital bed. So that's how my music career started.
Look at God. Look at God. My wife said it's bomb, the song and the video.
Thank you. Like that was
wow.
Fun to make. Like it was a lot of fun to make. I've been working with those guys, the same guys that made my first video for Wish You Well, made all of the rest of them, including the new one, Cabernet that's out. They've made all my videos. I met them when they were like freshmen at FSU, and we've been going ever since. I think we're in like about 2018. That's what's 5-6 years.
5.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah.
They come at you quick.
Trust me, I know.
I'm looking at my daughter. I'm like, she's about to be 7. What? She was just in my hand the other day.
That's my little cousin. I went from carrying him around to now him driving into my yard, and I'm like, oh no.
Right. Trust me, life comes at you quick. But speaking of, so that's one thing I noticed. That you have a lot of visuals, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to your songs, and they are super dope. Like it's really on some, I can't even say MTV. I'm showing my age, but like
no, I mean I was there too for that.
If I was to go to like Vivo Soul or something, or Vivo R&B, like you make the type of videos I would expect to pop up.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
I appreciate it. Like my mom told me, she was like, you want to make something that if you end up on the same lineup as, you know, Chloe Bailey or anybody, that it can look like you don't want the quality to drop. And I was lucky enough and blessed enough to meet them 2 boys, Raphael and Matt. They have a business called Dopamine now. They're doing great. And I was lucky enough to meet them when they were first starting out. And it's cool because it was like I was able to build a team. I got my stylist, Najias. He does all the clothes. Like, I just show up. To be honest, I can't take any credit for the videos looking the way and the visuals, because it's at the point where they're like, do you have any input? I'm like, nope. Do you think? I'm good.
No, and I ain't even mad at that. I've said this multiple times on this podcast. And I'm low-key name dropping at this point. I should be guilty of this. Guilty about this. But no, I met it's gonna sound corny now. I met Kanye years ago, back in 2004. He was on that he got that rhyme about being on the Usher tour.
Yes.
He was on the Usher tour, and he had stopped in Tallahassee. And I met him outside the mall, and I was like, yo, I don't want no autograph, nothing like that. Like, I'm an inspiring artist. I'm trying to, what can I do to get on? And I remember he told me, he was like, yo, find somebody that got talent and ride that wave, or just, ride their coattails or whatever.
Yeah.
And the way I took it was, I'm like, nigga, I'm the one with the talent. But the way I took it is, find somebody, get a team of people who got talent that could push you to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
And in your talent as well. It's like,
right.
That you guys enjoy working together. It's not always just about, the check or what. I mean, money, of course, you always pay people what they're worth. But at the end of the day, it's like when you're first starting out, sometimes connections is as valuable as money and resources.
Word. Mm-hmm. Relationships, exactly. So when you tell me about, hooking up, hey, connecting with the homies as far
as
the video, right? I gotta watch my. Wait, what she was doing? She was out here tricking for the videos? No, dog. No. She was getting low for a video, my nigga.
Not that kind of connect, not that kind of link.
I do that for my wife. I'm twerking. It's the Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay?
That's what we on. Cheers.
So, Fiya gotta relax. So anyway, I was gonna say before my wife get into a joke, that you connected with the homies, and that talent, you know what I'm saying, elevated yours, and it's great. And so actually, I didn't tell you this because it was planned last minute. When I do go into the tracks, I'm not just gonna play the music. I'm actually trying to show the videos. So
great.
You can actually see the visuals. I hope this works out. Hope StreamYard be nice to us. But I'm gonna try to pull that off. Now, my wife said, E, you gonna tell her about the time you got hit too?
Oh no.
First of all, it's not the same type of situation. I got hit, like literally, like a truck hit me.
No, that's worse.
Yeah, I was 6, which is kind of in my feels now. I was the same age my daughter is now.
Wow.
I was 6 going on 7. And my mom was kind of crazy. So my parents were crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, that whole summer, they sent me to summer camp on a bus, like by myself at 6 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Which I can't even imagine my daughter going outside by herself right now.
Yeah.
But they sent me over to Walker Ford for summer camp that whole summer.
I remember Walker Ford.
Yep. And I drove what was then Caltran. Of course, now it's Star Metro. Mm-hmm. And again, aging myself. And so I did that the whole summer with little incident. And so one August day, my mom sent me to go get some muffin mix or cornbread mix from Dixie, which was across the street from the trailer park we lived in. And I attempted to cross the street and woke up on my back.
Oh no.
And so I had to go to the hospital. Ended up getting like 5 stitches in the back of my head. And that was it. But
good that you're here.
Yeah. What 50 Cent said, he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. And actually, I can relate to that line because later that year, I ended up going to first grade, and I had a classmate who got hit maybe like 8 months later, and he didn't make it. So and I remember at 7 years old feeling survivor's guilt, like why God had to take him and not me. So yeah, man, kids feel it. Don't get these babies confused. I know we think they just
kids know. Like people think kids don't know. Kids know. Like just when it comes to anything, I've noticed. Like, but it's like that's not far fetched because as a kid we knew when things were certain things stuff. Yeah. So, but wow, that's like I said. That glad you're hearing okay. You know.
Yeah. Still surprised, but thank you, Lord. I appreciate you. Drinking your son's blood, so we cool, right?
You know, turn water into wine. You know.
Shouts out to the Catholics.
My aunt hates it whenever I do that. She's like, "You drinking?"
Right. No, can't be mad. No, let me tell you the science about Jesus turning the water to wine. Then we're gonna get into your videos because I don't want to be running my mouth too much. Because I'm lit. So what people, I think a lot of people don't understand is the reason why Jesus turned the water to wine is because back then water was dirty. They didn't have like sewers and filters and all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
So the water back then was very dirty and contaminated. And so a lot of times people want to drink something pure, or something that was clean, it was wine. That was the clean drink. And so for the wedding that he, I guess, walked by or was attending, because they only had water, it was basically they was drinking, trash.
Yeah.
And so for him to convert it to wine is for them to have a more pure drink, a more sanctified, clean drink. And that's the metaphor of him transferring the water to wine. It's just like he transforms people's souls from dirty to clean when you're sanctified.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna announce this for the first time, especially being in the situation I'm in right now. I am a preacher's kid. My dad's a preacher. So
so you know the stories back and forth.
I know a little bit. Man, shouts out to my dad. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. First, we're gonna give y'all this Cabernet Sauvignon featuring the homie who actually met my mama before.
The one Facey. And only.
Man, Facey be doing any and everything. That's my dog.
Yeah, he's like so talented. Like I will stand on that. Like he's really one of the most talented rappers. Like Facey could go after a lot of rappers out here today, like big rappers out here today, and hold his own.
Word.
If not body them, I'm just hey, I ain't trying to start shit. I'm just saying, like,
no, it's real.
Somebody with a talent level like Facey.
And they'll see him and they be like, he like a pirate, and then like he'll come and body them and be like, aha,
Jack Sparrow.
You thought my man was soft because he had the bandana on. Psych. No, that's the homie, man. I got love for Facey. And then we're gonna get into this Go to Work, which is not only a dope, but a funny video. I enjoyed it. So we're gonna try to give y'all this is exclusive. Now the podcast, y'all gonna get the audio like you normally do, but the video, those on YouTube and the two of y'all on Facebook gonna get these visual vibes. So y'all hold tight while I work on this. And let's see. Here we go.
You know what?
Cabernet Sauvignon. just close. Cabernet Sauvignon, whatever shit's called. What I'm on. Got my slippers on, fluffy road. That's all I can give this morning. Giving chill inside and snoring. Need this moment to be boring. Living room is my limit. What you're doing, not my business. I'm just chilling, and that's how we live it. Cabernet Sauvignon, whatever that shit's called. That's what I'm on. Cabernet Sauvignon, whatever that shit's called. That's what I'm on.
Hey, you off for work, you hit me up, I hold it down for you. You come by eyes, face, mask, high towel for you. Massages turn to menages, I get it wild for you. If that's too much, I slow it down for you. Baby, let me pull you up, some more good loving in your cup. You been off that Cabernet, but darling, try this out, my blunt. Say it's too cold outside, but girl, you outstanding. She always call it Savion, but girl, who tap dancing? Comfy, cozy cups on coasters, match your home decor. Mango juicy, eat the fruit off her jacuzzi board. Bless my Charizard, just leveled up to 64. At 5, I'll turn off this Nintendo Nympho. Match your tempo, bless your tempo. Under crescent moonlight, boo, we reach crescendo. That's like figure 4. Could fit my click inside a Honda, we on one accord. We get it popping like a chord when we feeling bored. I grab your glass and then I pour Cabernet Sauvignon. Whatever that shit is called. What the fuck I'm on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanise, where you at? You on your way to work?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping.
Listen, I'm tired of this shit. Every time you supposed to come to work, you don't never be on time. Where you at?
Really?
Really, my
Yes,
ass.
sir.
If you don't work in 5 seconds, your ass is fired.
Last night it felt so right. Even let you spend the night. But the sun came a while ago. Could you get your jacket before you go? And this may seem awkward, but I gotta go to work. So I'd appreciate it if you get dressed and get up out of my bed. Now I don't mean to be rude, you were so fun, honestly. But please get up and leave. No, you can't have breakfast. Please get up and get dressed right now. How many signs I got to give out? I gotta go to work. I can't be late again. You ain't got to go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. I gotta go to work. I can't be late again. You ain't got to go home. Gotta get out of here. Hey, we met at a party, got tangled in the sheets, and I know you want more than a fling, but this was just a one-time thing, and you really do seem nice, but your ride is waiting outside. And don't get me wrong, you were great, but I can't remember your name. Now I don't think you get it, you seem not to understand. This don't make you my man, and yes, you showed me a good time, but now I'm done. So you gotta go work. I can't be late again. You ain't got to go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. I gotta go to work. I can't be late again. You ain't got to go home. You gotta get the hell up out of here. Hey.
Get the fuck out my house.
to go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. I gotta go to work. I can't be late again. You ain't got to go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and we back. What you just heard was Cabernet Sauvignon and Go to Work by none other than Kanise.
Man.
In the building. So any of y'all guys out there thinking y'all gonna come through and get some pancakes with some guava syrup? Nope. Nope. Ain't happening. You ain't getting no cheese grits and eggs, bro. You better take that. You better take that to IHOP.
No bacon, nothing.
None of that. Speaking of the Go to Work video, you can fight me next time you see me.
Why?
Ain't gonna front, especially when you had the little ponytail. I'm like, oh, look at her looking like that girl in Lele.
No, not Lele.
I was like, yo.
Now I'm showing my age because for a second I was like, who?
Right. Trust me. The only reason I know is because I have a 6-year-old.
Oh,
Damn, I want to see Lele. Like, all right, baby.
Yeah, I get that all the time, to be honest. Like, I hit 18 and I don't know, my aging went, all right, that's enough. I think I'm good now.
Yeah. If they ever need like a grown-up Lele, like she has some kind of future flashback or something, like y'all go holler at Kanise. She can pull it up. She can pull it, man.
Oh,
you in because our homegirl looked like Ice Spice, so they.
Well, that's the flash forward.
Right, fast forward. Thank you. Get a flash forward. Get you and Ice Spice to play their future selves. I'm trying to put y'all on, Hollywood.
Hey,
trying to put y'all on.
I'm down if they are.
But yo, no, both visuals was dope. Again, like I said, you know, you teamed up with the homies out of Florida State. Now, what's as far as any future plans, especially with Cabernet Sauvignon? What future plans are we looking for in 2023?
So Cabernet, I'm definitely going to keep pushing and promoting. It's the first song, actually. It's my first single from my album. I've been working on this album since last June. Me and my producer, shout out to Wyatt Ure. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this album. I got another song on it with Facey. Like, people always think that's cap. It's like, y'all got 2 songs. We got 2 songs that's gonna be on the album, and it's killing it. I'm just super excited to promote. Short term, I got a show on May 7th at 926. I'm really excited about that. It's headlining with Soul Candy, Megan, and Flying Bison. Those are some bands. Okay. And I'll have a band with me, which I always love doing. So I'm just gonna keep pushing it, keep promoting it, see how far I can get it. I'm really just humbled by the support that I've been getting for the song, because usually even Go to Work took weeks just to get to 100 streams, and this one hit 100 on the first day, and it's approaching 200. And so I'm just very excited for what the future holds. I'm gonna see how far it can go. How far can I take it? How far can it go? No,
I think you can take it very far, at least with married women named Felicia. They were
the winos of the world.
Those need the edge off. Go ahead and link up with the song. Pop the bottles.
Hey,
speaking of the band, I think I forgot to mention too. I think that was him. I'm pretty sure because he's a drummer. But you had my man Jamal in the Cabernet joint.
Yes, that's my boy. He's not only my drummer, he's also helps with a lot of band direction as well. Like I'm pretty much could call him my band director. He's my sound guy. Like Jamal's just an amazing spirit and a hell of a drummer. Good Lord.
No, like trust me, I know like literally apparently because he his family goes to the church that my dad is this associate pastor to. So my dad has literally seen Jamal grow up and remembers the first time he got on a drum set.
And the rest was history. Like
and the rest was history.
One of the most talented musicians I know.
Yeah, I met him a few years later because by the time I met him, he was actually playing football for my dad, playing flag football. I think he was he had to be like about 9 to 10 at that time. And then ended up coaching I coached the rest of his cousins. Like I literally was talking to his cousin yesterday. Like she hit me up. Not to say too much, but my dad had a medical emergency this week. So people had calling me. So I actually talked to his family member just the other day. So no, me and Jamal go back. Like that's little bro, like for real.
Yeah, so, I had the producer that produced my EP, Freekey Neek.
Shout out to Freekey Neek.
Shout out to Freekey Neek. No, I've known Freekey Neek since I was 15. That's blood right there. But
yeah,
I needed a band and Neek helped me pull it together. So the first iteration of that band, I needed a drummer and I was able to find Jamal, and Jamal also had the rehearsal space and we did a show together. It was my first show that I threw. I was so nervous hoping people would show up. It was a packed house. Like that's actually on YouTube too. Like I had my video guys record it. And Jamal, it was so great. Jamal did the craziest drum solo during the get the fuck out my house part. Where I was like, bro, you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You stuck, man. So we've been working together ever since. And even the band has switched up. The band has changed. Jamal's still there. He's still riding with me. I really do appreciate him. And also his outfit in the video was amazing. Like the fur, full Rick James, like silk tops.
No, when I tell you I know the boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Ooh, his baby looked just like him.
Yo, it don't even make no sense. What you
copy and paste.
Yeah, it don't make no sense, man.
Oh,
it don't make no sense. And those who don't know, and the reason why my wife said y'all can have a Cabernet photo shoot, I am a photographer.
Oh,
so we may have to link up.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, you are, of course, Model West. So that's the word. That's the
Model West. Anyway. Yeah. You want to know what would be funny? So, my manager, Colin, so he helps manage me and he helps manage my producer. And my producer is the guy with the guitar.
Okay.
With the Barry Gibb looking with the mullet and the mustache. So out of nowhere, my manager dropped in our group chat just a picture of Austin Powers and Beyonce in that movie. That would be that would be so fun to do a shoot like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my stylist, he dressed the whole band except for he didn't dress Facey because Facey's Facey, and he didn't dress my keyboard player. My keyboard player is the coolest white dude you'll ever meet. He dresses like that all the time.
You got it.
Yeah, he's a jazz pianist, and boy dresses like Rick Roll whenever you see him.
No, that's dope. But no, we can set something up, man. Straight up. You know what I mean? So I'm with it.
Really great. I'm down. You are. Like I love being creative. If someone says a photo shoot, I'm ready to go. Concepts, ideas, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, I need that person. I've been doing it for a couple of years. My wife started out as the photographer and then she got into catering. So I've been doing the photography and I need that person. So we'll talk about that on the flip. But again, my wife said he's my classmate, cool dude. She's speaking of Freekey Neek, who actually was, I think, one of my top my first 10 guests on the pod.
Wow.
Yeah, like I wasn't even doing thumbnails.
Yeah, he did Wish You Well. He did Go to Work. He did my entire first EP, except for one song. Well, he still had hands in that with the bass, but one song called Truth of the Matter that was done by Jack DC. But yeah, he was literally the first producer probably I've ever met. Well, other than my cousin. I got a cousin named Kelvin Anderson, but we never worked together. And so yeah, Neek and AD engineered everything up to Cabernet.
I'm gonna see if my wife is gonna post a comment about AD. Well, I'm gonna wait for it.
Y'all know AD? He's actually technically it's hilarious because I never in a million years would have ever said he ended up being my boss.
He made boss moves, so yeah.
He did, but he still get on my last. That's him fussing at me in the Go to Work video.
Oh, for real? Oh, yo. That's what how you get that old man look? I mean old man sound. He said
he's like, it's my time to get in my acting. And he got in there and did that. And our mama was like, damn.
Right. I thought you had somebody daddy or somebody to do it. So
that is Adrian Dickey.
AD is not that old to be sounding that old, bro. What is going on?
You know, he got an old soul. You know, AD act like an old man. Like,
okay, she did it. Okay. She showed my bluff.
Girl, he alright.
Whoa. So it's funny too because I guess what I do as far as the music go with the podcasting and the radio, I run into him all the time. And then I have my 5th grade crush, and based on my wife doing events and stuff, she runs into my 5th grade crush all the time. So it's just funny that like anytime we meet up with him, we be like, oh, he go your real husband, he go your real wife.
Your first choice. Yep, he was. Yep.
Yeah, he was raised by his grandmother. That's probably yep.
That's where the name comes from, Goldie.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was 15, like I go way back when AD was like 25, and I used to pick him up, say, "Hey, let's go record." And AD was like, "Man, I'm recording with this kid, bro."
Right. But so that means that you be it that of course I'm not going to ask you your age, but
I'm 28.
It appears that you are seasoned, you know what I'm saying, because they scoop you up, you know what I'm saying, at a ripe age, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I started nothing ever came of it, but I really appreciate the support and experience that I got on working with like Neek and AD and my friends Diedrich, and I just had a good support system of people to really show me the ropes when it came to really taking music seriously. So when it was finally time for me to really get out there and do something, I kind of had a bit of an advantage, I feel like, when it came to making quality work. Not to brag. Yeah, I am gonna brag on myself. Fuck it. I've been working hard. I really just, from everyone, because AD's been super supportive throughout all my endeavors. He didn't engineer Cabernet. My producer Wyatt engineered, produced, and mixed the entire album with me. Yeah, boy's been working hard with me, and I'm
you said with me, so I mean you was there going through the sounds, making sure. That's dope.
Annoying the hell out of him. Yeah through the process. And AD has been super supportive of it. Shout out to Goldie Sound Productions, honestly. And just a big brother and a mentor throughout the whole thing, and really helped me. So when I met Wyatt, it just worked. Right. Yeah. And so by then we really did it's called bedroom pop, because really we were in a room, the guest room that Wyatt turned into the studio, and brought it to AD, and AD was like, "Y'all did that in the house? Well, all right."
Right.
Yeah. So
y'all got the room treated like that.
Yeah, pretty much. So it has been a really, really cool process, and put a lot of I can't even call it work, put a lot of my spirit into this album. And it just paid off because I feel like this is the first time I ever made a sound where it's like distinctly me. It wasn't me trying to figure out. Don't get me wrong, I love Go to Work, I love Wish You Well, but I feel like they've all been like the stairs going up and Cabernet's the door. Right. And I'm just excited on what's on the other side, you know?
I bet, because I think I had a whole description where I was gonna compare you to. I was like, you a mix of, I know I said Vivian Green and somebody else. A little Kanise, which of course Kanise.
I love that. She was very like unique.
I was kind of iffy because of the backlash, but I love it anyway. At least I love her voice. Chrisette Michelle. And there was somebody else. Maybe do I got it in my notes? It was somebody else that was first. That was like, yo, like this is a little Jill Scott. Gotta say that too.
I will take
as far as, especially as far as the spunkiness, because Jill throw a little spice in there. You know what I mean? Jill. My wife said a little Janelle. I know who it was.
Oh, Janelle Monáe. That's one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, just I absolutely love Janelle Monáe.
Yo, her live performance. I hate saying making this.
Her album, Dirty Computer, is so slept on to me. Like that is
no Electric Lady. Like that's my joint. Yeah. Electric Lady. Like me and my wife was listening to that. Who was driving to, baby? No, she's in the next room. It's kind of crazy. I think we was driving to Savannah. And we was like just rocking out to it. Like we both love that album. But yeah, no, but her live performance, I want to go see her in 2014. I want to go see Outkast, which is my favorite rap group. And it was a bucket list trip.
My favorite rapper.
And yo, like it was her, Future, 2 Chainz, and Outkast.
Oh wow.
Low key, she was the best performer.
Oh, I'm sure. When she did that Prince performance at the Grammys, you know how hard it is to tribute Prince?
Right.
Like
I already knew she could pull it off from what I saw doing that. Now, granted, 2 Chainz did his thing. Outkast, they were straight, but I could tell Dre went into it. Dre was kind of like, oh, I'm just trying to get through this.
Dre was the first Frank Ocean.
And ain't no front. Future was trash. Future's set was dumb trash. No. I know people like Future, but honestly, and I'll put this, I'm not even a fan of Future. That has nothing to do with it. The set was just trash. That's just it. It was just a bad set. But Janelle Monáe, and that's the thing about it. Janelle Monáe was the head. She was the opener, so she was first. Destroyed it.
Oh, sure.
It was crazy. So yeah, man. Anywho, I know who it was, and it's a little known artist, but her first album is one of my favorites of all time. So what's she from? Philly? It's an artist named Reese, R-E-S. Like that was the first when I heard the first 2 songs. That's the first thing that came to mind. So if you don't know who Reese is,
I'll check her out.
Yeah, definitely check out. I forgot the name of the album. I think it's How I Do. I think it's How I Do or How We Do. It came out back in like 2001. She ended up writing for another artist, Santa Gold. She ended up writing for Santa Gold later.
Oh, okay, nice.
But yeah, her first album that came out in 2001, amazing. I love just sitting back listening to that album, even now, even 20 years later. So yeah. So that was the first person that popped in my mind when I heard your music. And then it was Vivian Green, Chrisette Michelle, Kanise, and all of that. So anywho, we are well over our time. This has been a great conversation.
I appreciate it. This was great. This feel like, and I mean this in a good way. This just feel like a FaceTime more than
Word. That's what I try to. That's the vibe I try to get anyway. Just want to have a conversation. Plus, we already got so many connections. They ain't even getting to Avec L'amour.
Jody.
Thank you for calling him Jody. Thank you. Mama named Jody. I'm gonna call him.
Your mom named. Yeah, Avex's amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
And then what was your homie that you was with when we ran into each other in the ice cream shop? I gotta get him on.
Killcore.
That's at the Killcore.
He's great. He actually did his first spoken word tonight as Social Vegan, and he was awesome. But he's a great, not just rapper, he also sings. He does hyper pop. Like, dude is, and he's 19. And he's so multi-talented, and he hates when I say this. He always says I'm a pro man, but he's a baby.
You're a baby,
and so talented at that young age, you know. Right. But yeah, you definitely got it. He's a character too. You got to get him on there.
No, we're gonna do that, man. Like, those who don't know, me and Kanise had ran into each other twice actually, but ran into the ice cream shop when I was with my wife, and met Killcore, and man, the vibe was cool. So I was like, all right, man, put you on. So yeah, man, if you're watching, holla at your boy. Not next week. We can do it soon. I got somebody next week, but after that, it's wide open. Holla at your boy.
All right.
But other than that, is there any either shout outs and or let people know how they can get in contact with you, you know what I'm saying, through social media?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to my parents. Hey. Again, shout out to Wyatt. This really is his project just as much as it is mine. Like, we put a lot into it, and so I'm just very thankful. He's a great producer and an even greater friend. Shout out to AD, Goldie Sound Productions. Shout out to the band, Aaron, Sammy, Juan on the sax, especially Jamal on drums. Jamal, love you. You're a brother. And just really shout out to Facey, of course.
Right.
Face little Y. And shout out to you for having me on this show, giving me this platform to promote my song. I highly appreciate it. Shout out to your wife. I freaking love her. She's so awesome.
No, it's all good, man. It's a good sacrifice, especially since I ain't put Dallas on yet. So I know she's going to be looking at me like, I knew you first.
No, I can hear it. Oh, is this what you gotta do? That's my little sister, man. I fucking love Dallas. Like, us on the same show would be too chaotic, bro. Like, we be with the shits. I fucking love Dallas.
Yeah, I could. I just sit back like, y'all got it. Matter of fact, I'll probably have to get Facey to come through and be like, hey, bro, you gotta match their energy. I ain't. I'm dead in glove. I'm too old for this shit. You got to.
Like, that's the cool thing about, especially doing music. I think I've met some of the best friends I have ever had. Tallahassee definitely has a different vibe where there's no competition, there's no hating. It's really just a bunch of people, and there's rock bands, there's different genres, and it's just a bunch of people that want to make art, and it's just really beautiful to see. Like, but I appreciate you having me on here.
No problem at all. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, is try to showcase that, because I think a lot of people don't understand or don't know how much talent is here, and a lot of talent comes and flows just because of the way Tallahassee is set up. But regardless of whether someone's here for a season or a lifetime, talent is here and people need to know. So yeah, man, that's my whole thing, is trying to promote that. So we're gonna get up out y'all hair. Like I said, I got a guest next week. I'm not gonna put bad luck and say who it is, because I still gotta holler at my boy and make sure we set. But trust and believe, it's gonna be somebody y'all like a lot. Y'all can be like, ooh, okay, cool. Anyway, other than that, shouts out to my wife Felicia. I love you. Shout out to my baby Mackenzie. And anybody out there, if you know how to pray, or you pray, or whoever you pray to, positive vibes to my dad. If you can, I'm not gonna go into any specifics, but if you can, send positive vibes, energy, prayers to him. Other than that, hey, appreciate y'all. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.